That's not too bad. Squawks about how... It's relaxer clock somewhere. That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Things are happening. It's not just anyone that's awake and moving.
Yango. Azetawa. Yatupuwi titutuata afanya.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face.
Surakia.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach...
Awalikawaida.
Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance.
Kawaida.
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together...
Kawaida.
He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't... Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how...
See? On my side. Go, dog, go!
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear...
Darkly dark, dark.
Mukan bali.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
Tu sabi.
Hit the open surf, then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new...
Patiri. Tu sabi.
Figures the world is a goner. Even...
Surakia. Patiri.
Thanks you for doing everything. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting to do...
Taisa te manu.
Figures you must have met different Jagni.
Tu sa.
But hey, back to the goo.
Bauta sa redondo puana. Manu bini.
Knows, yes,
Manu tai baradrade azetawa. Yangu.
he can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his...
Manu tai baradrade. Wanapdapat ko. Chaida.
You should return when you've retrieved...
Mukan bali.
You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the... Let's see. But relaxing isn't really your thing. It's a glorious shiny day out here. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Darkness is crawling over the sky. That one wasn't so smart. A moon could make this a hunter's night. Gross. This place stinks. Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. There's not much left of what we used to call our world.
Mukam. Sayruya. Mukam wanakanwako. No sniwakni.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triplet. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where he only knows what's visible to the... That's a bonus. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. Welcome to the Surf Archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. and the open goo before you. You're poking around Pockbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least.
Ja.
Let's see. Knowing he's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either... Sure. Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Guesses someone has to be, but he can't swallow. Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff, the glugmocker. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. It makes me... He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the surf epelago. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even... Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating. The West wishes. Being over the waves beats being beneath them. The Quack Hollow. It's just loonly. Time to jet. There are places a goo glide can't go. How high can you go? There are... Couldn't just be a... Oh, it needs a key. Clonkety clonk. Took care of it. You're feeling mighty low. This might be the end of everything as we know it.